So we have here an SL8 Tarmac Killer. This bike is more aero in the crosswinds. It is fast up the climbs. It's lighter. It's easy to service. It would cost about $1,000 USD if you could find something like this in the US secondhand US market, etc. Australia. We've got the stem flip up here. It's going to be a bit of neck tension there. That's the good thing about these bikes is you can really customize your setup. It's got a two-piece system, so you can really get those perfect ergonomics. It's fantastic. The only primary drawback of this bike is proprietary seat post. This is a lightcarbon.com frame. Phil Gaimon, aka Cookie Man, he was shilling these back in 2019 under the brand called Nove. Phil lied, he got exposed, he got called out as a liar because he was denying what Nove was telling people, that these bikes are lightcarbon.com frames. So Phil lost a lot of credibility because he lied. Cookie Man lied to us all by saying that these frames weren't light carbon frames, when in actual fact they were, and Nove confirmed it. Anyway, so that's the history of this bike. It crushes about SL8. Here's the power data on the screen here. This is a Strava segment coach road, and we used this Pragma Nove light carbon Yishin frame yesterday. The conditions weren't as good yesterday. They weren't as fast, but with this bike was still about 22 seconds faster at less power than the S-Works SL8 Tarmac, which was on a better day with better tailwind and cooler temperatures, etc. I went about 8 out of 10 effort for both of those runs. 10 out of 10 would have been in a bunch with high stimulus environment, but I went 8 out of 10 both times. So, the perceived effort was the same. Obviously, the gear shifting was a bit smoother on the SL8 with a 12-speed Durace DR2. It always works a little bit snippier. But overall, this bike here is lighter and it's much more aero with the wind because those shallow section wheels, the air just blows over it, no worries. The definition of aerodynamic, so something that moves through space, through air, without the minimum drag. It just flows through it. So the air just flows around this bike really nicely. In the crosswinds and the downhill, no worries. With the tarmac, especially with deep section wheel and the rotors, it just grabs the wind more, and there's less spokes in this front wheel, etc. Just the rotors in general. Road disc is not more aero. All right, it's marketed as aero, but it's just not. And if you're an experienced rider, you can tell straight away. First ride, I've been riding coach road for about 20 years, and so I know the road very, very well. And it's just climbing bike, man. Climbing bikes are better on the climbs. They're better for servicing. They're fast on the downhills because you've got less worries with that. You're braking, locking you up and throwing you over the bars. And you can see the wheels here. Look at that symmetry. Right, there's even symmetry, even spoke tension left to right on the front wheel. So it's your steering wheel is just a lot more pinpoint accuracy, all right? And it's a lot more aero in here. It's just more tight, all right? The gaps in the S-Works Tarmac is just no good. But the main issue with the Tarmac, while it's not aero, is the discs. The disc brakes, they grab so much side air. If you know, you know. I love this setup, just full customized setup, all right? If you wanted to flip the stem on the Tarmac, good luck. Do you remember Floyd Landis winning the 2006 Tour de France with a flip stem? He had a tight neck, he had a crash, he had to fix it. Boom. So these bikes make your life easier, okay? And this could be a rim brake Tarmac, this could be a rim brake Madone, this could be a rim brake Amonda, this could be a rim brake Super 6, it could be a rim brake Fuji Altamira, or an SL, or blah, 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 blah. Rim brake for road is just a lot more sense. The SRAM calipers, they just work. This group set's 15 years old. The SRAM bread's 15 years old. And we still went up the hill faster on this old, beat-up, faded bike than the latest and greatest S-Works SL8 Tarmac with all the bling and all the faff. It's still slower than this bike. $1,000. The max I could get for this bike is $1,000 USD as it is. And even then, people go, what's a Pragma? I don't want to buy that. I want to buy a specialised S-Works for $20,000 Aussie dollar or 14,000 USD. Sucker born every minute. All right. So I'm trying to sell my S-Works SL8 S-Works Tarmac. So if you know anyone who wants one, let me know. 54 centimetres. Only one in Australia for sale. And we'll try and sell it off. People can't be told, man. These bikes are the best. All right. Rim brake, lightweight. It's about 6.9 kilos with pedals, no bottles. The Tarmac SL8 S-Works is about 7.3 kilos with pedals. Specialized, lied about the weight of their bike. Hey, they've been doing that for years. Yeah, doing that for years.